That really might turn people off, though. I noticed Coach HP, it's a small but mighty army. The people that like us talking about him love him, but it's not that many people. But I find him fascinating.
Coach HP time?
How was your movement?
I just peed.
Good.
Started keto again, so I've been crushing water, so it's a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, if you must know.
Should we get into Coach HP?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that. Shots have been fired by the Coach HP camp. You guys tell me. I don't see well, but it stood out even to me. Does this image that I believe Craig is putting on the screen, does this image resemble anyone you guys know?
It's so funny every time I look at it.
Who does that look like?
Does that look like Coach HP?
And I'm actually asking, does it look like Coach HP? Does he look enough like me to make that
it's
a logical... I think that's literally the image HACKRIDE has used on some of the thumbnails and stuff.
Everyone's got the same reaction we are having.
Is that a shot at us? It can't be a coincidence.
Tabernac says Craig thought it was the keto diet, which is pretty funny.
I like that. This seems pretty interesting.
Yum.
That's very good. Yeah. Listen, I get sent a lot of pictures and tagged in a lot of stuff where people are like, "Oh, I didn't know Blind Mike was doing such and such."
Chef Lewis says he has this T-shirt.
It's just a guy in a... Oh, right. We put that logo on shirts and shit.
Yeah. Coach Blind Mike.
But people will say, like, "Oh, Blind Mike out in the wild." And then it's just a picture of a guy with a beard and a hat and sometimes sunglasses. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much everyone with a darker complexion or darker hair, beard, sunglasses, hat. You can kind of make the argument looks like me.
Yep.
But this is literally... I think it's the art we've used.
Basically.
And you said that's new, right?
I just saw it for the first time or noticed it. So it could be old, but
Are there gears spinning behind him?
Kind of.
So I don't know if that's a shot directly at us, but we're going to have to talk about a little Coach HP today. The coach had a guest on. It's a big guest. What's her name? I don't know. Why doesn't the coach tell us?
All right, here we go, Hannah. What's up, everybody? It's your coach. Welcome to the #1 positivity podcast on the internet right now, the Coach HP Show. And today we have...
I love the music he added.
Hannah White. Is it Hannah White? What a cool name that is, Hannah White.
Oh, my.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that for a minute because it was so cool. I could not. My brain is too hot to keep something that cool inside.
He thinks that name's so cool, his logo is going to say Coach Hannah White with that logo next week.
Well, yeah, I think there are possibly some reasons he invited Hannah White on without knowing her name.
Yep, for sure.
Hannah White is a PR person.
She's like for the NFL.
Possibly the most boring job you could interview. Like, and Theo Vaughn sometimes interviews like garbage men or dishwashers or something like that, like a bus driver, I think.
Yeah.
Public relations might be the most boring job because their goal is to not say anything controversial. Like, the amount of times I've been listening to radio guys or whoever talk about like how annoying it is when the publicist is giving them like the wrap it up sign.
Right.
So literally it's an anti-interview type of job. And Coach HP is like, "I think you would be tremendous, Hannah." And by the time he saw Hannah, he stopped reading her name. Right. "Hannah, whatever. I do not care much about your name or anything about you, really. But I think it would be divine to talk to you for a few minutes.
Please give me your time."
Like about you a lot is I love how you're owning everything that you're doing. Like I really do. Like I
doesn't even know her fucking name.
The way whatever movement you're creating for your athletes, for yourself, for your brand, I love all of it, right? So my first question
oh
to
my
you is,
fucking
how
God.
did this all start?
Because I literally have no idea.
I too could do this interview not knowing this person at all.
Tell me a little about yourself. Because I know virtually nothing.
I'm going to speak in vague generalities.
Coach HP saw a hot woman.
Yep.
You must be mine. Which is fitting because my imitation of him has always had a Pepe Le Pew vibe. And I knew the moment I saw you, I must have you. You must be a fascinating interview. And I like you only for your brains.
Pepe Le Pew.
Tell me, I bet you have a lot of good stuff being worked on, yes? Why don't you tell me all about it? You know what I like most about you, Hannah? The things you are doing. Yes, I don't want to get too specific, but I would say all that you've created is quite good. Yeah,
About to crush this place with positivity.
He certainly is.
Here's a question for you, Hannah. Hannah, by the way, you guys, do you have a podcast or you were just on a podcast?
How about looking into that? See if she's ever spoke once into a microphone.
He wonders why his guests are dwindling.
Well, but let me hear that question again. It was brilliantly asked. Do you do a podcast or have you just been on podcasts? That's a massive distinction.
Here's a question for you, Hannah. Hannah, by the way, you guys, do you have a podcast or you were just on a podcast?
I was on a couple podcasts.
So he didn't even listen to it. Because if he listened to it, he would have known whose it was. He saw maybe a clip of her talking into a microphone. And he's like, well, she must be very articulate. She must be a tremendous guest. This is probably how Joe Rogan does his booking.
This is maybe the worst thing he's ever done.
This is the biggest simping. Like, crying for Brendan Schaub has nothing on what he's doing right here.
I was going to create one. I'm still in the works of figuring that out just because I have a lot of other things that
Yeah, you're running around. Yeah, no, you're running a lot of that.
This is her going, what the fuck am I doing?
Well, you also get a little taste of just how electric she is on a podcast.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let me ask.
He saw NFL and was like, gimme.
NFL, perhaps you could lead me to Patrick Mahomes.
Huh?
I will be drinking champagne with Taylor Swift soon enough.
He probably thinks the end game is she's coming on the show. Taylor Swift.
Looking back at it now, what do you think was the key thing that you have and had that you're like, look, I'm good at this? Is it that you care? Is it that you're different? Your swag? What do you think it is?
Is it all these very specific things I've learned about you?
It's so funny watching these, just knowing the verbal beating he was going to try to give you on the phone.
I know. Oh, yeah. I should remind people, because we don't talk about Coach HP that often. The reason I find it funny that he used my logo is he texted Craig a few months back thinking it was me and wanting to get in touch with me to chastise me. So Craig invited him on the show, and he said, no, this needs to be off air. He was going to be not so positive, I don't think. I don't think I was going to get the most positive man on the internet. But hold on. I just want to tell you, this is what like mediums do. You know, like people that talk to like your dead relatives or whatever.
Yep.
This is what like I'm sensing. Did you have an uncle by any chance? I did have an uncle. Is the letter E related to him at all? His name is Dave. There's an E at the end of that. Yes. Like this is what Coach HP is doing, where he's like, I sense that you have swagger. Is that possibly one of your good attributes? Yes.
Well, Coach HP, like,
literally nothing about her.
with Coach HP though, it'll go more like there's an E at the end of the name. Is his name Dave? And the person will be like, no, it's Steve. Actually, he's like, that's right.
That's what I meant. Absolutely.
This is year what? Year 1, year 2? How many years have you been doing this?
Just a year in August.
Imagine. So,
Hold on a second.
Whoa.
Coach HP literally said, he goes, now, in hindsight, now that you are looking back, now that you have reached the mountaintop, and you look down at all of us in your wake, how did you do it? Well, it was only a year ago, so I can tell you pretty well.
But that's the funniest thing is like, imagine. Like, that's the weirdest response to that.
Imagine 1 year. Well, imagine 1 year and you've risen to the heights of the Coach HP podcast. This video has upwards of 118 views.
Her voice is deeper than mine.
I don't think that's what Coach was focused on.
Someone
to
said
be
that in
honest
the
with you.
chat. I was like,
Yeah.
it's true.
I don't think he was doing much listening.
No.
3 years, probably by 3 years, you're gonna blow up so big. It's gonna be.
Just
amazing.
remember,
No,
you
yeah.
remember Coach HB.
Apparently, she's blown up in 1 year, and Coach HP's like, I think in 3 years you will be pretty successful.
Oh my
Now,
god.
remember I said that.
He's the king of backhanded insults.
How so?
Like he'll say stuff like that, be like, "Oh yeah, you think you're great now? Imagine 3 years." But I'm like, why don't you just talk about how accomplished I am so far?
Well, he said David Lucas. Oh, was this 2024?
Oh
He
yeah,
said he predicted David Lucas was going to be the king of 2024.
it didn't work.
I don't think it really worked out. He had that Matan Evan appearance, I guess.
Yeah,
Not good to
No,
know.
I saw like for the first 5 months I wasn't making anything, and I was like, "Where's my networking? When's it going to pay off?" And eventually, people, I hate when people told me this, but it's true. Like eventually, if you're putting the work in, it will come to you. It will.
I mean, this is a woman that's risen to the heights of working in PR for a year.
he's like, "How are you going to positively spin the most boring job of all time?"
Why wouldn't we take her advice? You can do work for 1 year and teach everyone how to live. How do you do it, Hannah? How did you keep a job for 1 year? Tell me.
Explain to me.
What I do love about Coach HP's guests, like if he did this, if I didn't know who he was, and I went on his show, and he's like, Mike, how do you do it? How do you do it week after week? You get people to listen in masses to your podcast. You are the king of podcasting. I would go, oh well, no. I don't know about that, Coach. Somehow he finds people that are like, I know I am pretty great when you put me in a job.
Yeah,
You know, when you phrase it like that, I've never really thought about how great I am, but you're not wrong.
I am magical. This one's labeled looks.
Oh, well, I mean, like this woman, certainly not on this podcast that she's currently on,
With the
but
coolest name.
some people have judged her purely on her looks, and that has definitely held her down in her career.
Majority of your clients is all referrals.
Yeah. Now, originally it was DMs, and so it was the ones that I guess took the risk to work with me, and then reward now. So
Dude, that is awesome. That is awesome. I'm credit for that.
Oh,
Usually,
dude, sick.
listen, girls don't do that. You know,
Hannah,
they-
Hannah, you are, and I'm not just saying this. You are a really cool chick. People can say whatever they want about your looks. I think you're really awesome to talk to.
Your heart is what is important.
You are a great conversationalist. I am very attracted. I have got a hard-on for your mind. I'm very attracted to your brain. I didn't even notice. Are you blonde and pretty with large breasts? I have not noticed.
Oh, I can't even see your screen.
Oh. I actually wanted you to turn your screen off. I had no interest in looking at you.
It's all about the context.
say, look, let me do this. That takes a lot of. That takes.
yeah, I'm not scared. I would say that that's what my dad was saying to me the other day. You're not scared to like
to win.
I know how to use my cards right. Because some women think, oh, well, you're just pretty. That's why you have the job. And it's like, no, because no one would take you seriously if they just did it for looks.
Absolutely.
So,
No, you'd be a distraction on the side.
You'd be a distraction.
You'd be a distraction. Thank God I didn't write any questions down to ask you because I would be all distracted. Thank goodness I haven't had one thought of an actual question to ask you.
right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Man, such good things.
It's good for you to get so specific, Coach. Yeah. Man, such good things. So she said something somewhat interesting where she goes, yeah, it's tough. Like I ask players right up front, do you have a wife or girlfriend? Because often that comes with jealousy. Like if the wife thinks that he's just hiring me because he thinks I'm attractive, blah, blah, that can be a distraction and get in the way. And Coach HP goes, you know what you have to do? you have to tell them right up front. This is my man that I am working with. You understand? You can leave him if you want, but we will be working together. You tell them that is not your problem. I'm like, you're talking this way to wives of her boss?
Yeah, that'll make me feel much better.
And then he tells you he does this thing that's so insulting to these people that have been successful on their own without Coach HP. He's like, no, you know what you do? You ask them right away. You ask the players, minimum $500,000 a year. And she goes, oh, well, I don't know if that's the smartest. And he goes, $1 million then. And he's like telling her how to run her business. And she's kind of like, okay, I'll consider that, I guess.
Go watch How to Do a Podcast. It's a video I did. You'll see how hot I am.
Yes, that is a very good video.
I got 2 good ones for you coming up. Don't worry. I got 2 good ones that I think are going to be a good play.
That's a prelude to our favorite question.
Buckle up. He does this thing too. At the end of it, he goes, I have 2 more questions. And then he'll ask 2 more questions, and he goes, okay, just 2 more. It feels like one of those studies where people are watching you through a 2-way mirror.
Or it's like he can only think of 2 more questions, and then he thinks of 2 more in the process.
I've got 2 more. How do you do it? That's a good one.
Nailed it.
I got 3 more questions for you, Hannah. 3 more. I'm very excited about your future, by the way.
Thank you.
I predicted a lot of winners before very early, and you are definitely one of them. What's your favorite?
He talks like Portnoy trying to get people to follow his bets. He's like, I have gambled on Brendan Schaub. These are just some of my. By the way, all the people he talks about get trolled now. Brendan Schaub, David Lucas. He doesn't have a great track record.
No.
I do and listen to everything my clients do, so that's another reason why.
Although I do have to say,
who's hot now?
the guy that made Joe Rogan's table is off to a lot of success.
Steve.
He made Trump's new desk at the White House, I think.
Steve Christ.
Yes. Yes. Steve Christ or Rob Christ, or I forget what it was.
Anna, that I'm not listening to. Talk to me. I'm going to look him up.
Okay, I love and all my friends love.
No, go back a little bit. Did you hear that?
You say I'm not listening?
This is one of the... I'm not listening. I've been very distracted by you. No, this is one of the great questions he was going to ask. He's like, just 2 more, but I have to get these in. I know I've taken up a lot of your time, but these are the most important questions.
Clients do, so that's another reason why.
So who's hot? Who's hot now, Hannah, that I'm not listening to? Talk to me. I'm going to look him up.
Okay, I love and all my clients laugh because they like you listen to this ghetto rap. I like No Cap.
Okay, is that the name?
Oh,
No
boy.
Cap?
Yes.
No, it's a fucking made up
Major
thing.
9.
Okay,
Is
let's go at No Cap. What's a good song with this dude?
This is the show?
Everyone knows him.
This
for,
is him just like flirting.
I forgot the cameras were rolling.
You know what you look like. I'll tell you exactly what you look like. You look like you have tremendous taste in music.
I feel like he's going to put this episode out and then get pissed at David Collins.
But this is just him like, oh, because what he wants to do ultimately is play the song and go, oh, Hannah, we have so much in common. I love this style of music.
Notice his left hand hasn't been on screen at all.
He's typing, I'm sure.
That's not my favorite.
Which
I
is
would
your favorite?
say his new album just dropped. Peepholes, that's a good one.
Oh, by the way, she's like
He has a
3
lot.
years out of college. So what I always say is, what's really interesting, find out what a 25-year-old girl is listening to for music. I always think that's going to be a really deep discussion that'll lead to a lot.
That's right.
People know him for. Actually, I would say Thing for You is probably my favorite with him and Rilo. Yeah.
I'm Coach HP counting down the hits for you on this Sunday morning.
And for anyone that's just listening, this lady looks like she's like the lead at a sorority at like Alabama.
I have a long-distance death dedication. Apparently, a young man has lost a cat named Snowball. That is very sad. Now here is No Cap, coming in at number 12 this week.
What is Cap?
No Cap. Thing for you.
Hey, like THANG, I'm pretty sure.
So funny.
So fun.
Yeah, I love
It's
this.
so fun us bonding like this,
I got-
isn't it, Hannah? Aren't you going to tell your girlfriends what a great time you're having?
Isn't he amazing?
All right, what's happening?
Super excited, dude. I'm really excited for you. Before I let you go, question for me. What can I help you with? Ask me a question.
There we go. That's the question.
Super excited, dude. I'm really excited for you. Before I let you go, question for me. What can I help you with? Ask me a question.
Tell me how I can enhance your life more than I already have.
I know I'm special.
I'm sure this whole time you've been distracted in your answers because you're thinking, I want to know more about this man. He should be the one getting interviewed. Well, now's your chance.
Her answer is actually perfect though for this. Finally,
I know you're probably going to ask. God damn it. I'm dying. Just play the clip.
Super excited, dude. I'm really excited for you. Before I let you go, question for me. What can I help you with? Ask me a question.
The question is, do I have to do the Coach HP voice the entire time? Because it seems to be hurting my throat a little bit.
yeah, we still have Beggy Monster shit coming. Her answer is awesome though. She's like,
Okay, well, this is, yeah, I believe this is what the only possible answer to this question could be.
Help you with? Ask me a question.
Oh, next time we talk, I want to learn more about you and your journey too, because I'm interested to learn from others.
That's what literally everyone has said. I've watched a lot of Coach HP's interviews, and everyone's like, "Oh man, I want to know more about you."
it's also kind of a shot at Coach HP. It's like, why didn't you do this before this interview?
Right.
Question. That's good. I don't know why.
Take your time.
That's good.
A lot of questions.
You know what? Actually, no one's ever asked me what I think about Coach HP. That it's a unique question.
I didn't know who you were till I got the invite in my email.
The most relevant. Well, this is not like a super deep question, but I'm curious.
She is just thinking for anything right now.
God, you played baseball, right?
Why'd you get cut?
Oh, well, I will tell you. I'm the biggest bust in the history of Florida baseball. He said that before.
That's true. He has said that.
Find my account just so I can see kind of how people are finding me.
I just saw it. I saw it, and I go, when I saw
Maybe any other question.
Well, because he's Pepe Le Pew, he saw her, and that smell of pheromones popped up. And he followed it.
Well, frankly, that's none of your business, but ask me anything else. What the other things in my algorithm are not important.
but I'm gonna answer this. When I saw you, like, I have a thing for seeing people in their journey.
Oh,
Being not like a guardian angel, but like a thing where
hold on, go back.
Yeah.
What is he?
Holy, I did not catch that when I was cutting.
Go back a little bit. First of all, he sidesteps the "How did you find me?" I just found it. It's not. Don't worry about it, Hannah, or whatever your name is.
He's like, moving on. You don't have to ask me anything.
You dumb broad. Stop asking so many questions.
saw you, like, I have a thing for seeing people in their journey and kind of being not like a guardian angel, but like a thing.
No. Don't think. You probably were thinking I'm your guardian angel. Let me stop you right there.
When you have a tough decision ahead and you feel that warm hand on your shoulder.
That is me, and I've always been there for you. That is woke dad territory. Where if you don't watch WATS Thursdays at 6, woke dad is a guy that talks like this. Where literally a couple weeks ago he's like, someone stopped me in the street and said, Daniel, how do you stay so resilient? That's basically what Coach HP is doing here, where he's like, a lot of people call me their guardian angel. I think that's a little too far.
I would bet a lot of money that if you checked his Google search history, it says Hannah White OnlyFans somewhere.
Don't worry about it.
It's not important.
I follow the algorithm knows, Instagram knows I follow people with journeys. So all day I scroll through people shaking their journeys in my face, who have low cut journeys exposed, perhaps.
I'm gonna read the super chat real quick because it's on topic. Ben R, $2. He saw a journey she took on a beach in a bikini.
That's ridiculous.
No,
I follow people with journeys, is all. You understand?
Bridge and go, oh, that looks good. Keep doing that. Don't.
Hold on. Keep doing that. Just a little longer. I'm almost finished. Enjoying your journey. Keep doing that is what I say when you pursue your career, of course.
Your journey feels so good.
Oh, yes. I'm almost there. I'm almost done enjoying your journey. Oh, please get to your goal. Yes. Oh, you're a public relations director. Oh, you're an independent woman. I'm so hard for your goals. Oh, she's going to sign Lamar Jackson as a client. Oh, yes.
Oh, is there a signing bonus? Oh.
Oh, this is some messy goal I have to clean up.
She's just there because of this, because that, whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what I do is,
Oh, I hate people saying that. I hate people focusing on how attractive you are. I just think on all you've accomplished, and that's what gets me where I need to go.
everybody that's winning deals with that in some version. Whether it's, oh, she's just there
creeps.
because of her looks.
Oh, she's done all this in just 1 year of work. She paid her way through college. Oh.
Her brother's this, her dad's this, her this is that. But I see the effort you're putting into it. And that's what I respect, though. You're putting in tremendous work
in the gym.
Oh, you're putting in tremendous work. That's what I say when I follow you on Instagram, as I do for all public relations directors.
She's got it.
I'm sure, by the way, I'm sure next week we'll look like fools when Coach HP has a male public relations director on.
Yeah, he'll have the same energy too.
Absolutely.
And get these brands and whatever. So when I see that in people, I'm a big encourager of that. And I just feel a vibe. And I'm like,
keep encouraging me. Keep encouraging me with all the work you've done.
Keep journeying.
Hashtag hustle. Yes. Come on.
I might be able to encourage her and help her in her road to success.
Oh.
I think
I just thought I might be a major part of your life is all.
So this, I'm definitely titling this because it's going to cover two topics. There's goal everywhere.
That's true. It does. It is multifaceted. Yeah. Oh, I've shot my goal all over the place. And suddenly I'm less interested in this Hannah. What's her name? Hannah something?
Oh, that's a sick name.
Oh, that's such a great name. But he's like, oh, it's, but he really wants to be a part of their lives.
Right.
Like I guess this is a compliment that I'm about to pay Coach HP. I've never seen anyone work so hard to hopefully be Turtle from Entourage. Coach HP desperately wants a successful person to have him around so he can whisper in their ear how great they are. Oh, my.
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.